If you need any grinding done in NBA 2K26 My Team, make sure you hit up Rose NBA. Link is in the description. Great service, fast, reliable, cheap. Hit them up. They won't let you down. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be ranking the best point guards in NBA 2K26 My Team here on this tier list. Haven't done a point guard tier list in almost a month. I think it's been like 3.5 weeks or so. So it feels like it's a good time for an updated list. We got 37 of the best point guards in the game to go through and rank. And before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. This list kind of contains everyone, all the expensive options, all the budget options. They're pretty much all here from Amethyst and up anyway. So with that being said, we got Damian Lillard as the first card on this list. He is probably C, to be honest. I almost think I'm gonna have to be stricter with this list than I was in the last one because I took some of the really worst cards off. There's still some bad cards on here though. Dame's not a bottom 5 card on this list, I don't think. But he's not a great card either. He's fun offensively, but defensively he is a total liability. Great jumper, great slasher, solid movement, but he is a liability defensively, and I mean a total liability. I would not really recommend putting him on the court. That being said, offensively, he's fun enough where I'm not putting him in D tier. SGA is an S tier point guard. He's one of the best couple PGs in the game, especially now that I feel like fades aren't as built, or certainly aren't as built into the meta. It definitely has made him a even better option because that wasn't really his game. He is a solid movement, versatile defender at 6'6" that helps him out defensively quite a lot. Like, he's a really solid card. I'm not saying he's a perfect option, but he does a lot of things really well at the PG spot, and I think he's easily one of the best like 2 or 3 point guards in the game probably. Donovan Mitchell is better than Dame. He's better defensively for sure. I don't know if I would go so far as to put him like any higher than mid B tier or so. He is not a terrible card. I wouldn't say he's an absolutely spectacular card. I don't know. I think it's fair enough to put him in the... I think we'll go B. I think that's fair. I think I'm fine with that. Marcus Smart's A tier to me. I know he's an Amethyst. He is going to be the highest of all the Amethyst easily because, I mean, he's legitimately really good. He is 6'4", 90 driving dunk, legitimately really good defender. Does a lot of things really well at the point guard position that not a lot of point guards on this list do in terms of elite defense and elite slashing, which fits the meta of the game really well as well. So I think he's A tier, and I think he might have 2 cards on this list. Yeah, he does. So you know what? While we're at it, we'll put the other Marcus Smart there as well. They're the same card pretty much. The Diamond has slightly better stats, slightly better badges, but animations are the exact same. I really think they pretty much play the same role on the court. If you're gonna buy a Marcus Smart card, I would just buy the Amethyst simply because he's cheaper. That is enough of a reason to me to be totally honest to buy the Amethyst instead. I think he's very solid. And yeah, next up, CJ McCollum I think is going to have to go D tier. He's another decent offensive card, but defensively he just doesn't provide anything. But honestly, neither does Dame. So you know what? I'll put them both C, and we'll see if I wind up moving them down to D because I think they're the same level. Neither of them provide anything defensively. Ja Morant, absolutely awesome slasher, moves really well too, and has a good fast jumper as well. The problem with Ja Morant is honestly that I just don't think his size is... I mean, it's easily his biggest issue is his lack of size. I don't think he's a terrible card by any means, and that's why I have an A tier. But I think he's probably lower on the A tier scale overall, just because, man, I don't know. 6'2" point guard without a great player build is like, yeah, that's a little sketchy at this point. Jamal Crawford, I'm gonna go B. Doesn't play enough defense. Offensively, he's pretty fun. He's not a bad card. He's not bad. Brandon Jennings, speaking of really fun offensive cards who play no defense. Patty Mills jump shot with Curry slide, that's pretty awesome. And he can even dunk, but he again plays absolutely 0 defense. Offensively, very fun, maybe even better than Dame and CJ offensively, but still a liability defensively. Ron Harper is gonna be our second S tier. A 6'6" elite defensive point guard is what you are looking for. There's no doubt about that. I think he is one of those guys who absolutely is one of the best point guards in my team, especially because of smooth jumper, Paul George escape, quality defense. That's what he provides, and it's a very valuable skill set to have. So definitely got him in the S tier. Jason Kidd, I would have had S. I no longer have S because fades are nerfed. I think he is still a solid card, very good defensively, competent but not great finisher. Not a bad card, but also not an amazing card at this point in the game. I go A tier with him. Richie Guerin, he was also kind of Pro 2 fade made a bit. Still has Garland dribble style, good slashing, and pretty well-rounded stats and badges. Again, He's an A tier guy. I don't think he's an S tier guy at this point. I think A tier is probably the right spot for him too. Rubio doesn't really do anything well, I'll be honest. He's D tier. And then Trae Young is like Dame and CJ. Honestly, maybe even a little better movement wise, but even smaller and maybe even worse defensively, and also can't dunk. I think both those guys are D tiers. Kyrie, I'm sorry, he's D tier too. He plays no defense. He's got a 40 driving dunk. I know he's a pink diamond. They did not do Kyrie well this year, which is kind of sad because I'm a big Kyrie fan, but man, that card was not done justice with his stats and badges at all. Pete Maravich is 6'5", but his jumper's not that great. He's got a 50 driving dunk. Like, he's probably not the worst, but I mean, he's pretty close to it in my opinion. I don't think he's that good. I think like high C, just because of his size, does give him a little bit of an advantage defensively if you add a couple badges to him especially, but not a huge fan of that card. Calderon, I think he kind of sucks too, to be honest. Another non-dunking, not elite defensive point guard who's mostly just a shooter, but I don't even know if his jumper's that great. And then honestly, Steph as well. Really, you know what? I'll give Steph C tier because offensively he is very fun. But again, it's a non-dunking point guard who doesn't defend. His SIGs are just awesome. I think I'm being kind of generous in all honesty giving him the C tier though, because again, the card's certainly not special at all. Kirk Heinrich, defense and jump shot, honestly, not bad. I think he's good. I think he's an A tier option. He's not amazing. He's not an elite slasher. He doesn't have ridiculous size, but he's a good card. He's 6'4", good defender, good jump shot, like solid card, not bad at all. Darius Garland, I mean, he's probably just like, he's very similar to Steph, honestly. He's got a good jumper and he's got a little bit of movement, but again, he's got no defense. And like, that's the problem with a lot of these cards, to be honest. Chris Paul is small, but at least he does have good stats and badges defensively, good jumper. His fade was absolutely awesome, but again, that's only really useful from the mid-range at this point, but still can be kind of nice. He can dunk wide open, which I guess is nice as well. It's not like a huge thing, but it does help. I think B tier is fine with him. D Rose, he's a worse jaw. I'm going low B because if you do give him the right stats and badges, he's not the worst defender, but he is realistically an undersized defender without an elite jumper either. I think he's B tier. Tyreek Evans is 95 speed at 6'6" with a pretty good jumper, not a pretty bad jumper, but like pretty good finishing, pretty good defense. That being said, his jump shot does kind of suck. So I think realistically he is, I don't think I can go higher than A tier with him because of the jumper. We have a lot of A tier point guards on this list because like Josh Giddey too, he's not S tier to me. I think we're just gonna have a really long S tier realistically, or a really big A tier realistically, because like a Giddey, he's 6'8" with even a little bit of movement, but jumper isn't that great and defense isn't insane. His stats and badges are fine, but not special. Another guy who's like whatever. Jalen Suggs, defense is good, jumper's solid, can kind of dunk. They're all A tier, honestly. They're good cards. Like I think he's also an A tier point guard. He's a good option. Jokic, obviously nobody has Jokic, and I wouldn't recommend anybody to get Jokic either, because I'm gonna be completely honest, while I would put him S tier, I'm only putting him S tier because he's 6'11". I'm not even confident he's actually the best point guard in the game. The reason that I say that being, to be totally honest, what does he actually do? I don't know. What does Jokic actually do well besides be tall? His jumper's not great. Defensively, he's mid. He's not freakishly athletic, although he is fast at 6'11". That's at 88 speed. He's not that good. He really isn't. And I don't think that's a crazy thing to say at all, to be totally honest. I think he is pretty to be totally honest, but he is still S tier. Ben Gordon, he's worse than all the A tiers. Fun offensive point guard, but doesn't quite provide enough defense to realistically be one of the better point guards anyway. I think he's a fine but not amazing option. I'll go B tier with him. Goran Dragic, 6'4", has a good jumper. He's not as bad as the D tier guys, but I don't think he's any higher than like C or anything. He's still not great by any means. I'll go C tier with him. Ben Simmons, call me crazy, I'm only going B tier with him. I know he's 6'10", I know he's good defensively, but he's not as good defensively as he's been in the past, and he cannot shoot the three at all. I'm not going higher than B tier with him. I don't care that he's 6'10". Devin Booker, S tier. He is the best point guard in the game, in my personal opinion right now. I don't really think it's that debatable. He's like better Shea, basically. I think he's really special. And honestly, even though his jumper was, or his fade was so elite, and that was a big part of the card, I don't even think it matters that much at the end of the day. I think he was great. I think he is great without needing to fade. His shot creation is as elite as anybody, and I really do think he's a great card. Kobe White, I like this card a lot too, but I'm gonna go A with him. Do we have 5 S tier point guards? Like, I guess J Kidd maybe? No, I don't know. I don't think we have 5 S tier point guards. I'm looking at this list right now. I don't know who it would be, because obviously like a hidden gem, like a Michael Carter Williams or a Dyson Daniels or those types of guys are obviously S tier, but I'm not including them on this list because they're hidden gems. There's no way to guarantee get them. I think we only have 4 S tiers, to be totally honest, because Kobe White's good offensively, but he's not great defensively. Mac McClung's just a small slasher with a bad jumper who's not that great. Sam Cassell, I mean, he's kind of just there. I don't mind his jumper. He can dunk wide open. He's not the worst defensive card in the game, but he's not good. Sidney Moncrief has a 56 3-ball. He's great defensively, and his jumper is actually good, but what am I doing with a 56 3-ball? Tyler Hero is fine. He's 6'5", moves pretty good. High B tier, maybe even a little higher than that. If you badge him defensively anyway, he's pretty solid card. I don't mind him. I think he's a good option, kind of a fun point guard, but we'll go B tier with him. Jordan Clarkson, low key, is like, I almost want to put him in S tier. I'm not even trolling, but I think we just go A tier with him too. Honestly, I just think we have a massive A tier. I don't think there are enough good, like truly elite point guards right now to have any higher than that. I think that's reasonable, to be totally honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go Jordan Clarkson in A tier. I think I'm fine with that, to be totally honest. And then I think realistically, that's pretty much it. Mike Conley is gonna go. I mean, he has a little bit of defense, I guess. 80 driving dunk. I don't love his jumper. I guess I'll go C with him too. I don't think he's great. Moncrief has a 56-3. I'm putting him D tier. I'm sorry, that's too low to green consistently. Anybody else? I know he plays defense. I don't care. He's a liability offensively. Anybody else I actually want to move down? Nah, it's not the most even list. I know we have a big A tier, but I think it's pretty accurate. So I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.